Alright, this is my kind of first impressions of the somewhat new PC game Spacehulk Deathwing. I'm going to try my best to keep this under 10 minutes so I don't ramble on too much. So Spacehulk Deathwing is kind of based in the Warhammer 40k universe of games and tabletop setting. This has been around for at least 15, 20 years, actually maybe 30 years when I think about it. It's a long and lore-filled um, world or universe, and I really recommend if you find it interesting, I recommend trying it out. So Space Hulk Deathwing is, as you can see, first-person shooter, um, where you and four other players are trying to survive together on these giant derelict spaceships and trying to remove the Tyranid opposition inside. Kind of game is built on the idea of working together as a team. You have four different classes. You have the librarian, which has like special powers, like psychic powers. You have your healer, which is the apothecary, which I didn't realize can don um, Terminator armor. You have the assault class, which is the melee class. They have the lightning claws. You get the hammer with the shield, and then you have the normal, I guess, the normal Terminator, which has a storm bolter and can also use a melee weapon. And then you have the heavy assault Terminator, which get the assault cannon and the more heavy weapons. And so how the game generally works is all four players must work together to kind of survive these NPC or not well these enemy computer controlled um, monsters or Tyranids, and you just have to survive. Um, Now I'm playing off. I'm kind of just going based off what I learned from the beta. There's a little bit more that goes on with this game, but I'm just talking about the beta itself. And so I guess first I'll just talk about the graphics real quick. As you can see, the game looks really nice. There's a lot of detail with the you see on the walls with the honors. If you don't know what an honor is, it's this little red circle with a strip of paper. And what I mean by detail is if you look at them and you zoom in on them, you can see the text that's on there, and you can actually read the text, which is actually really cool. It's a nice little detail. I haven't actually seen this myself, but I'm told that if you also walk in blood, you'll make bloody footprints, which is actually really cool. The lighting is really nice. The game looks really well done. I believe this is made by a smaller studio who hasn't done anything before. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know they're a smaller studio, and so it's pretty impressive. I had to admit. I mean, in I'm not in programming or anything myself. I'm not actually a molecular biologist, but I can appreciate the amount of work that was put into this. And so graphics wise, it looks really good. One thing I will nick this on, and again, this is a beta, so take this with a grain of salt. Um, as you saw earlier in the video, you do get FPS drops. Um, I know it's easy for someone to say, "Oh, it's your computer," but as you can see, the game is running fairly well right here, and I will say my computer is actually really um, good on the specs. I guess that's a horrible way to say it. Um, I'll just say that there's no reason why I should get a FPS drop here. So I think it just may be the coding for the game or whatnot. Um, and again, it's not digging against the game. Um, this is a beta. One would expect there are stuff like this in a beta, so it's not digging against them. I will just say that I would hope that in the actual release that's actually taken care of. So graphics wise, give it an A if you want that. Sound wise, excuse me, sound. So for the most part, on a basic level, everything's fine. Everything sounds okay. There's no cracking or anything or whatever horrible sound. If I had to nick it, this is me being nitpicky. So me being nitpicky, I kind of expected the storm bolters to sound a little better, a little bit more fierce, if you know what I mean. Some of the melee weapons also just sound kind of like plastic toys, and I know that's just a weird thing to say, but I kind of wish the sound design was better. So um, hopefully maybe they may change it. I don't know, but the sound fine. Um, and story, I really can't talk about that. Unless with a game like this, I wouldn't expect much of a story. If you've played Left 4 Dead, there was story, but it's like that's not why you play a game like this. A game like this isn't you play playing with friends, you're having a good time. So, and as this is a beta, I can't comment on that. Um, Other than that, I mean, for a game that is made by a smaller studio, I actually really like it. Um, it seems well put together. Again, some issues here and there, but it works as a whole. Um, I typically don't pre-order games for the most part. I do pre-order some, but usually from companies that I trust, and that I think are dependable. EA being never one of them. I probably should go into more detail about that. Maybe in a video later on when people actually want to hear what I want to say. I can talk about that. I decided to pre-order this game one because I heard that there was a beta for it, and I wanted to kind of see what the game was like. So, and there was a sale on it. So, being the frugal fellow that I am, if there's a sale, I'm gonna get it. So I guess without getting into me talking for the next 10 hours, would I recommend this game? Yes, with a but. If you're like me and you don't have any friends, but you enjoy single player settings and playing by yourself, fine. But if you don't like playing by yourself and you want to play with people and you want people you trust, I would recommend it that way. And I know that sounded kind of weird, so I'll just say it this way: I would recommend this game. Just be aware that you're kind of playing a game that's kind of dependent on that's made more to be playing with other people. I wouldn't recommend playing this game if you're planning on playing by yourself. I'm okay playing by myself. But if you like playing, this game is designed to play with other people, so I'll just put that out there. Luckily, this game has a matchmaking system, so excuse me. If you don't have any friends or anything, you can easily find them and get put in, which is great. I think that's a great feature, a standard feature, but still great. Other than that, I recommend this game. Just as don't I mean I guess what I'm trying to say is for the beta, game's fine. Um, I guess I'll give a more in-depth review, my very first review, I guess, when the game actually comes out, and I guess just because I don't have any production skills myself, I'm just gonna do it the same way. But yeah, the game is decent. There are some bugs in there. Oh, actually, I didn't. There are some other bugs, which I recorded this about 20-minute gameplay and I gave it like 9-10 minutes. Um, but some of the bugs, like for example, your character can kind of get stuck walking in a slow manner, and you can't run or anything. That's one bug that I noticed. There are bugs with people disconnecting, which may or may not be due to their shitty internet connections or the game itself. I can't say, but that's something that I've read that's common. You get some fatal game errors, which kind of pop out with a Windows command or with a Windows error. Not, but I guess what I mean it's not the game error, it's like Windows telling you the fatal error. So yeah, that seems to be the game itself. Uh, Other bugs, I think I'm like people disconnecting randomly, like I said. There's probably some smaller other bugs out there. But hopefully those will all be rectified when the game comes out. I think in a week. Um, so yeah, it's decently put together. I think it looks really beautiful. As you can see in the upper left corner, it's a work in progress. So yeah, there's that damn plasma cannon. So damn awesome. I love Terminators. Yeah, the game looks like it has potential. I just hope they don't fuck it up. And so, if you have any questions about how I reviewed this or anything like that, or why I'm even doing this, please contact me. I'm sure all two of you are probably foaming at the mouth and be like, "How you fucking say that?" Um, Criticism is always good, and so I appreciate you taking literal minutes out of your day to listen to me. If you have any questions, obviously contact me. Thanks for listening.